What up, gang? I'm playing Dead by Daylight today. I gotta do a quick sound check, though. Something might have fucked with my computer sound. Hold on. Daylight today. Nope. I gotta do a quick sound. Nope, that's good. That's good. Might have fucked with my computer sound. Hold on. I love this clip from The Upturned. It's the funniest shit ever. Let's watch it. Floor complete. I love The Upturned. I highly recommend it if you like single player silly little games. It's a silly little time. Alright. I'm going to turn that off. Take off the starting soon. Turn on the game audio. I'm playing Survivor today. Yep. Can hear the game. Oh, the Masquerade event is over. That sucks. Not really. Yes, it does. Oh well. There goes the infinite blood point glitch. Since the Masquerade event was ending yesterday, I bought a couple of things. Over the course of the event, I bought Lara Croft, Vittorio, I think this one, Jonah, Michaela, maybe Jane? No, I don't think so, actually. Just got a couple survivors. Fun stuff. Let me make sure everything is correct. Since the Yapper Yaps, of course. Hold on, I just got a hit of flash news. A very dedicated viewer wants to grab my mouse and keyboard and make my build for me. I'm putting down the headset. Oh wait, I'm supposed to mute my mic, hold on. Let me do that. Sorry, I had to create a build with mind powers and the help of a very dedicated viewer. Pop oil over up the anti-slippery meat. I will try that next round if I get good build up. If I don't have any of the perks involved, I'll just like use what I can. Look at this nice little game. Oh. I knew something was wrong. I forgot to unmute my mic. That's hilarious. My witty commentary has been lost to the world. Oh well. That's okay. Dead by Daylight. She wishes to be a hero. Okay, bye-bye. Yellow Gen, is that Blast Mine or something else? It's Kaneki, that's nice. And she's dead. Is that, best, Friends Till the End? That's good. Yep, it is Friends Till the End. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. I got all my meat stuck on the bush. Hey yo, what? I just joined in. I hear you talking about meat. Sorry, man. It's just meat was on the mind. Slippery meat. Oh. 4 gens and the Fang is dead. Wish to do the main building generator. Well, that's nice over by Shack. Lots of screaming. Not a noise. Don't worry, buddy. I'll fix you up. Right and proper. The bag monster. Right back to the gen. Goodbye, Claudette. Thanks, Deadmans. Raw meat. It's raw. Hey man, stop suckling me. The pallet, die. You must resist the urge to say something good about this game. I will simply take a sip of my drink. What is this game about? Suffering. Basically, you play the game and then you try to be better than the other player. I'll let you get the heal up for the points. Oh, okay. Oh, hey there, dude. You weren't supposed to actually see me. Flashlight, get blinded. Oh, he's committing to the chase. He want me. Uh-oh. I forgot Kaneki can do that. Alright. Thank God I died. I can do what I forgot to do and put like a tiny little video on in the corner. Hold on, let me add a, what's it called? A media source. Local file. Let's see, what do I want to play for you guys in the bottom left? Do I got some Night Rain gameplay? I gotta have some of that. I've noticed a common trend with Dead by Daylight streams is people put like music and videos on because the game is silly. Let's put on this. Yep. I'll put it on 2x speed. That's gonna go in the corner. That's my first time playing Night Rain.
I'm not the base.
Play the Wii theme?
I'm thinking.
I will.
It's Moonray, what the fuck? Hey you! Oh shit. It's not this way. This one, go!
Is it this one?
On the base!
Yes.
I got it.
Oh, it's not supposed to have audio. Sorry. I'll turn down the game audio so it's better. I had to turn it up louder. Alright, now this is what I would call a good stream. Mm-hmm. Geralt of Rivia. He's got white hair. This is like the autism ADHD stream. I should just like put a bunch of random shit all over the screen. Nice. New, 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 new. Do, 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 do. Now I can finally lock in Haiti. Was that the killer I saw? It is Legion. Oh lord. We love Legion. We love Legion. We are Legion. Sorry, I didn't put nearly enough heart into it. Sorry. We are Legion. That's better. And I'm dead. Okay. M1 Legion. Does anyone in this chat room know about the casting of Frank Stone? If so, opinions. It's okay if nobody knows. I'll give a brief explanation for those who don't know. Just noticed you took most of the perks I suggested a while ago. Yeah, I didn't have power struggle, so I replaced it with or if I didn't have flip-flop, so I replaced it with power struggle. Yeah, but the casting, I think that's what it's called. The casting of Frank Stone is basically a Dead by Daylight universe game. Please let me heal you. It's basically like, oh, what happened? Entity, big bad entity. Oh my god, can you let me heal you? And basically, it's a giant tie-in to the game. It's like, oh my god, because the big bad monster that's making all this happen is the entity, and the entity's responsible for the bad stuff that happens in that game. It's like, what? That's crazy. That's nuts. The deading of Frank by Daylight. One hook at now 1 gen, 2 hooks at 1 gen. I've seen better, but I mean that's what you get for being an M1 Legion, I guess. That basically means they're not using their power. All the killers have special powers that make the game easier. And if you don't use it, you're called an M1 killer. That's what I say, so it is law. Everybody liking the gameplay in the bottom left? Anybody want me to make the screen bigger, smaller? Add another screen, maybe? I want to hear the voices of the people. camping? We're Wega. I call him Wega. Chase me. Okay, don't. I can add Wega, like right now. I don't care about this round so much that I'm adding him right now. What are you doing? Okay, I'm out of here. We love Wega. Flashlight. Flashlight blind. Draw, let's get you out of here. Oh, this is not good, and Shack Pallet is gone. I'm just gonna go sit on that gen so we can leave. Never mind, he's after me. Never mind, no, they're not. That was what we call a double never mind. That was very subtle. Yep. Was that DS? What was that? Lucky. That is very unlucky. She's not catching me. In fact, she's after someone else entirely. Never ever mind if you... Did bro just fart? I don't know. Can we just get this gen done so we can leave? Violated the dress code. If you get off this gen and block it, I'm gonna be mad at you. Never mind, we're fine. Hopefully they hook me so I can get build value. I'm not even gonna look, I don't care, I'm just gonna take a sip. Oh, okay, they don't even care. They don't even care that I'm on the gate, man. I have to get build value, so I have to suicide rush the unhook. Oh well, Geralt is dead. Did they see my scratch marks? Oh, you see that? Oh, damn. I get build value. That lady is not looking back. Tell me it gives me the option to unhook. I'm begging you. Damn it. I hate this fucking game so much, dude. Oh, my game volume's low. I turned it down so I could hear the Wii music better. Let me turn it up. Pain res, friends till the end, dead man's nurses. Never sleep pills. That's crazy. Hold on, guys. Sorry about the audio. Let me raise it up. Let's see. Can I add another funny video? Let me add another media source. Had Subway Surfers on top. I don't have Subway Surfers on demand. I mean, I do. It's like a GIF of it, though. Put some Subway Surfers on. Okay, guys. All right. I get it. I get it. I'll put the Subway Surfers on. I just gotta find where the fuck I put it. There we go. I'll put it at 50% speed and I'll make it loop. You guys happy? Are you sated? You got your Subway Surfers? I don't know if the stream can keep up with all the shit I'm putting on screen. It's okay, I'll be okay. It's Springtrap, oh lord. Wait, what's happening with the quality? It looks great. Oh my lord. Where's Subway Surfers on slow mode? I put it on 50% speed. My bad, gang. I'll put it at full speed when I get the chance. I put it on 50% speed so you could savor the moves and, you know, internalize the strategy that the Subway Surfers player is using. You know, like, look at those 6 swipes. Well, not that one. Is that Friends Till the End again? Oh. Clip ended. It's just gonna repeat forever. That's all the gameplay you get. Ruin? Celebrate poster. He's right here. There goes his ruin. You're so bad at Subway Surfers. Just put the bag in the fried. Yeah, man. Put the fries in the bag. Can you hear it too, or is it just us? It's just you guys. I turned it off, don't worry. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Oh. The extremely subtle loop. There are 2 survivors not working on anything. It is now Nancy Wheeler's job to unhook. Thought that was the spring trap, my lord. The spring man. That's a little bit better. 2 gens, 2 hooks. And the dogs are barking. Spring trap like the FNAF? Maybe. I don't know. Main building is good for my... Did they just put... They did. I really hope he tries to kick this gen. It would be very funny. Rar, 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 rar. Hold on. Put some water music on? Aw, hell nah. We're putting on the water music right now. Water music. Wait. Greatest stream ever. Streamer of the year. Where the hell is everyone? think the stream will get taken down if I put Family Guy clips. I think that's how that works, right? I got 47 for boldness. He never even chased me, dude. I got nothing for evader and I still pipped. I love Project Zomboid. Put on some Ask Reddit clips. Yes, you're so right. Hold on. What's a good long video of Ask Reddit clips? So for legal reasons, I will tell you what video I'm playing. I'm playing a video from YouTube user Reddit Jar. You know, just so you know, I'm using his content in good faith. It's React content.
Security people who watch cams, what is the most bizarre thing you've ever witnessed? I used to work in the control room at a county jail about 2
I hate
years
this.
ago. It was our job to control all the automated doors and the security cameras in the facility. This included following officers with the cameras during wellness checks every 15 minutes through our special housings, which involved checking each individual cell's camera. One day, we were following the officer on the first check after lunch was handed out. We stopped checking every cell's camera. A lot of
Oh, sorry, you still want the water music?
But nothing unusual. Until we get to about the 6th or 7th cell. The first thing I see when the feed comes up is blood. There's blood everywhere. The bed, the sink, the toilet, the floor, the walls. It's on everything. But the guy is amazingly still on his feet and screaming at the officer when we enabled the intercom. He's screaming, "I don't need it. I'll never need it again, so just take it." And throw something at the door.
I hate this so much.
He broke his lunch tray and used one of the pieces to cut his D off. Because as he saw it, he was never going to need it again because he was going to be sentenced to prison. I don't even remember what his
We should add the Deltarune stream on top. You're so right.
He was only looking at about 2 years maximum. My friend had to monitor the cameras for our university library, mostly the late night hours where the library was officially closed, but access was available to most students. Sex everywhere. Like, we were walking through one of the loft areas and she was pointing out places she'd watched people have sex. And it just made me want to never step foot in the library again. Nowhere was safe. Used to work night security summers at this recreational campground. Had tent sites and RV hookups, but also cabins, ranging from simple to top of the line with their own hot tubs, multiple pools, tennis courts, miniature golf, the works. It was camping for people that didn't want to go camping basically. One night a group of young women in their 20s or so, turned out later it was a bachelorette party, approached the back gate cameras almost in a military style formation.
Alright guys, I gotta play the game now.
Flashed their tits at the cameras. The incident became known as the 12-gun salute. Saw a trucker drive his huge trailer to the loading station and fitted
Another spring trap.
Perfect first try, then falling out of cabin dead-ass drunk. Damn Russians. I am not in physical security, but one place I worked at was a hidden bunker in the middle of nowhere.
Kill this one.
The car park looked like it was just a random paved area in the middle of fields hidden down a tiny country lane as the entrances couldn't be seen easily. We had cameras watching.
That's rough, buddy.
One weekend, a bunch of
Oh, that's so rough, buddy.
people got out and started filming a porn movie, then just pulled off. But the weirdest thing was that we noticed the cows in the field next door always had at least one cow watching the entrance. They took turns.
I deserve that.
They stopped watching the door before another would look away to start eating. We got a little obsessive about trying to find any footage where there wasn't a cow staring at the door and could never find any. Worked in a well-known discount retailer a few years ago and was friendly with the store detectives. One day, they called me into their camera room to show me some footage they got over the weekend. Several overhead
Damn it.
and lingering behind various this young man, looking all around, waiting for at his window, then bending down quickly to sniff their assets. He was slick.
What the fuck?
None of them seemed to notice this guy crouched right behind them with his face just a couple inches from their butt. They got him on camera doing this like 4 or 5 times before they tracked him down and told him to leave the store.
Play the gift that's just Markiplier playing FNAF. Hold on.
While doing my rounds, I walked by the gym to see a huge hole in the wall. We're talking 1x1.5M, with one of our potted furniture being dragged in front to pathetically try to cover it. After reviewing video,
Thank you, ma'am.
I find this 300+ man running on the treadmill. The man has probably never used one in his life and seems to be struggling with the controls. He is running faster and faster, and eventually can't keep up. He goes flying off, rams into the wall and stays down for at least 5 minutes. He eventually gets up.
He couldn't handle it.
And walks out. Around 2003 I was working at Sam's Club in loss prevention. One day while watching the tapes I saw an old man uncomfortably approach the tire mounting area. He proceeded to drop his pants and sit on a stack of tires about 3 high. Got up
Barbecue
and walked away a
pop,
few minutes later.
eruption,
Upon inspection,
furtive.
we discovered that he sat on the stack of tires. Of course we knew before we saw it because it stank very bad. I worked in a full contact haunted house this past Halloween, and it was fun hearing the security guards talking about the stuff they saw on the monitors. Then the owner once said he was walking by.
Are you guys enjoying this
the
stream?
Up over his head and throw him over his shoulder into the coffin, which was actually really comfy, and was a bit horrified. The security guard nonchalantly
Oh yeah, I gotta find the
He's been doing
Markiplier
it all
clip.
night. I worked weekends at a hospital for a security company with hundreds of cameras all over the hospital. I frequently am assigned to be the officer who watches cameras in the rooms of patients under observation.
I gotta find the
Sets
Markiplier clip.
cell for nursing staff and have access to the files in our archives. The most bizarre thing I have ever seen in the archives is one of the patients under observation escaping security and making it all the way to his car completely naked. This guy was admitted for reasons that I have only heard secondhand. He was young, maybe mid-20s, and looks normal compared to most of the psychiatric patients that come into the ER. Most likely delusional and a danger to himself. But the key to his story was that he came to the hospital for help with his problems but did not know that by telling us that he was suicidal that a doctor would order him under observation and he would be unable
cannot
to
find it on short notice.
whenever he wished. Now the process of getting care for mental health issues in an emergency room can take out because the specialized staff are off-site, and only one is present on campus at any given time. He decided that he could not wait and that coming to the ER was a mistake. So he decided to escape. However, this particular patient was smarter than your average case. He took note of the cameras, the angles of each one, and watched the other patients nearby intently as they were escorted by security to a completely stripped, special bathroom. As the security guard in the small room that joined with his and a few other patients' rooms opened a door to the adjacent hall, where the bathroom was located, the guard would immediately turn his or her attention to the other patients. Next to the bathroom was another observation room, but that guard was usually seated. Both of these officers, he seemed to gather from the smirk on his face, were not allowed, under any circumstance, to leave their post unless removed. Anyone running from this officer would have a huge head start before a free officer could be summoned over the radio. All he had to do was get out of reach of the nearest one, and they would not be able to follow. There was one problem. The bathroom door opened up toward the seated guard in the hallway. Apparently he had devised a solution to this problem and asked the first guard to use the bathroom. Everything goes as planned. From his point of view, guard number 1 opens the door, lets him walk into the hall and then goes back to the other patients. Guard number 2 remained seated and watches to make sure he actually...
Double Mori,
He is in
dude,
the
their map
bathroom for
offerings.
about 10 minutes, and the guard in the hall notices, but doesn't
Insane
say
Reddit story, very
anything about
shocking. I'm not listening to it.
He was in the bathroom, no camera. He stripped completely naked and lubed up his entire body in a thick layer of hand soap and water. The now fully lubricated patient, I imagine, took a deep breath and
Oh, hey,
opened
Jen.
the door as hard as he could. The camera files show the seated guard almost falling back out of his rolling chair in surprise. He hadn't even come to terms with the fact that he was going to have to grab a curiously shiny naked man when the man made 5 long strides down the hall at full speed.
Twins?
The corner toward the waiting room. The patients in the waiting room just froze in
Lord.
shock, and the guards by the entrance exit started running toward him. Half a dozen nurses and half a dozen security guards grabbed at him with gloved hands, but every single one of them came up with nothing. None of them could get in front of him, and any attempt to grab the looped-up sweeper failed. Some guards were holding their heads, mouthing what the duck and others were in full sprint after him. He made it another 30 seconds out of the hospital and
What the hell is this stimulus stream?
to the parking garage.
I don't know, man.
All the way to his car, but no further. No P's. PL. DR. Naked patient under observation lubes up entire body in bathroom and slips away from security and sprints through the ER to his car. But he didn't have his keys. That was certainly the most bizarre. But
Hey, little shit. Oh, never mind.
on the cameras. A patient just snapping and bashing a security guard's head against a door frame and spilling his blood all over the floor. The Super Bowl. Pointed at a waiting area TV. A woman taking a staple out of a book binding. Pricking her wrist in a suicide
Oh, hey there.
attempt. A man on bath salts who came in with his girlfriend's finger in his mouth screaming in
Your
agony
poor
because
teammates
he
don't know they're on the
couldn't
greatest stream ever. You're actually so right.
A man dropped off in the lobby who bled out in seconds from a stabbing wound. A dead patient OD'd on heroin in a stretch of coming back to life, flailing like a zombie. 100s of nurses flirting with doctors, male nurses. Nurses with dying patients checking Instagram. Good cameras. A suicide. Archive. A 150 pounds, 5 feet 7 inches security
Jerk.
guard taking down a 6 feet 4 inches, 250 plus LB.
I'm gonna take a bite of Pop-Tart.
Dozens of old people falling on their way out of the hospital after being treated for falling.
I show Speed aspires to be like me. I haven't shown my dick on stream yet, dude.
Not something bizarre, but just know. If you fall on camera, everyone that works in the building that a security guard likes will see the video multiple times. I work loss prevention at a major department store. I could fill this thread if I had time, but the one that sticks out the most is we had this guy coming every other day for a solid month. Same outfit, clean, shy, sort of looked like he had downs, but I'm no expert. Well, due to his attire and actions, he earned
Brother.
a motorcycle. Plastic cowboy.
Brother.
Do is go to a quieter part of the store and start molesting mannequins. I'm not talking just the
I got my fat dick.
He would unzip their zipper and slide 2
I mean,
fingers
what?
inside that area and go to town. We ended up barring him from the mall and our store after he went for some kid mannequins. A woman I know went to a casino about 2 hours after they opened on a weekday to get tickets for a show. As she was walking by the security desk, 2 women behind her
Dude, you
were
gotta stop
out
trying
of
for that down.
She knew one of the women and asked what was so funny. Turns out a couple minutes earlier they had found a pair of women's underwear. Not as strange, but that early on a weekday in the middle of a main walkway, plus the fact they were big old granny panties got them curious, so they were
Oh, hey,
returning the
team.
security tape. Sure enough, a little old lady in a dress with a whipper was just walking along. When her underwear started to fall, ever step they fell a little more, till they hit the floor. She stepped out of them and just kept going. I work at a car plant, won't say which company, but every night this homeless guy hops the fence and sleeps in a car and he's out by 4 a.m. on the dot. Myself and the other security guards decided not to report it since there is never any damage or things missing from the car. I wasn't watching a camera that was working the front desk. The call button to the main elevators was hard to find because of a poorly placed potted plant.
The greatest streamer of all time.
She couldn't find the call button, and before I could walk over to show her where it was, she resorted to knocking on the elevator door. It took all I had to hold my laughter until the elevator door closed with her inside. Holy, if I can answer this. I briefly worked security at my college dorm.
Oh, hey there.
Jesus Christ, you wouldn't believe the people do. My personal favorite was watching a very tiny girl get into an elevator, and as soon as the doors closed and she was alone, she just started spinning and randomly punching the air.
Dumbass.
Stop until she got to her floor and then she just
I'm the
walked out.
dumbass.
Nothing ever happened. I also once watched a guy stop the doors by closing with his hand.
Ugh.
His head was stuck in the doors for a solid 20 seconds before they reopened. On the ship during technical guard on shore, we had security cameras pointing outside and would look at it when bored. We once watched how the outside civil guard
Greatest Twins player.
It was really
What up,
fun
twin
to watch.
player?
She'd read a book and always slightly go down with her head. Then she at some point switched to painting. Sometimes standing up doing squats and stuff like that. Not on camera, but saw from the desk. It was a door, and the lobby area was open to the first and second floors, with guardrails on the second. A kid wanted me to buzz him in but had no student ID. So I said no. He starts walking away, then quickly turns around and jumps his white ass straight onto the second floor. I didn't even call the RAR. He earned it. Another kind of funny thing I saw on cam was a circle of kids smoking a blunt. The RAR slowly steps up to the circle, but nobody notices until somebody goes to pass it to him, without a word.
Coup de grace, come on, dude.
Disperse in different directions as casually as possible, like a puff of smoke. I work
It was
at a
worth
car
it.
dealership. We had a co-worker pass away last year. He always liked to move the cars around and make them look nice. Shortly after he died, we have on camera one of the cars just moving on its own. It moved a good 3 feet forward. It was kinda trippy. Security officer at the bank. We had cameras on the inside and on the outside, with the idea being that the outdoor cameras could capture a license plate during a heist.
Oh, hey there.
Thankfully, that
Oh,
never
bye.
happened while I was working there. One day, something in the upper right
Oh, my lord.
outdoor camera feed caught my eye. Couldn't figure out what it was, but it looked like a small animal moving back and forth. I sent one of the other officers to investigate, and he came back shaking his head with a big grin on his face. It was a homeless person stroking his shaft in broad daylight.
Okay.
I got to see some chick getting face ducked in a jacuzzi. The kicker was that she was under the water and the guy was using the handrail as leverage to ram his rod down her throat. He was straight up moving the ducking rail too. It wasn't like a passionate throat duck. He was straight up hey ducking this chick's mouth. I'm not technically security, but I had access to cameras at my old job and would watch
Yeah,
them
I've
whenever
voiced
something
men getting
interesting
freaky.
happened. One time we had a drunk guy come and knit all over our walls and then simply walk away. One of my customers, who was drunk, cycling home naked, my boss and I proceeded to follow them, pissing ourselves laughing. The funniest bit was when an ambulance started following too. Once my customer had arrived home, the paramedics proceeded to have a chat with him. Still stark naked, of course. Whilst waiting to get a spare key from the university campus, security and the guard watched two guys on the overhead camera make a pizza on a pool table. They had tomato puree, grated cheese, pepperoni, mushrooms in a pizza.
Sorry, wrong hood.
At this point, the guard goes off to see what the hell is going
I'm on a pallet! Pick me up!
Probably the worst
No, not you.
Female employee for out. Hands down the chance. Scratch her jump. Then she reversed and did the same to her anus. Gets both sides going.
Ah!
There's more. She then sniffed her hand. And then, drum roll, licked her face.
I've done it.
You have laughed so hard you can't breathe. But you're gagging at the same time. There's one time we had a dude jack off onto a rack of fever, which speaks for itself. Best funniest case I ever made was a dude who grabbed $1,300 worth of high-end.
Can't take it.
Even ran out. He got a call right as he was leaving, and just.
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not. I might.
There's a 50-yard line of clothes, and two large guys standing over top of one guy who's screaming about his legs. My buddy and I look at each other like WTF, thought maybe these two customers chased him down and beat him. Go back and watch the outside video.
Hey there.
Guy runs out past these two with a mound of gear. Sure enough, they chase. Getaway vehicle, a minivan with the sliding door open, comes barreling up next to him. Guy can't really see it well. The clothes pile is high. He's shedding clothes to see, and knows these guys are gaining. Suddenly our perp stumbles, falls, and the van runs him the duck over. Be a beautiful. Edit. Yeah. The I saw Modest Mouse.
The Reddit story is so peak. Haha, yeah, man. It's actually kind of
I
awesome.
did this program that let you experience life as a police officer while in high school. Had a uniform and everything. Was allowed to work in the jail, but my stepdad worked there too and wouldn't let me work days or in certain parts for fear of harassment. One time I worked an overnight weekend shift in the jail communication security room.
Uh-oh.
Someone came in with a guitar or banjo and turned on the comb for a couple isolated rooms and played a whole bluegrass type song for the inmates. They were dancing and me slapping on camera. It was a great time. Also crazy that you had to unlock each door remotely every time. Officers couldn't access them on their own. Great learning experience. Watched a pickup park outside a garage-style storage unit. Driver walked away. Hours later at dusk, another guy crawls out from under a tarp in the bed of the truck, rolls up the storage unit door, rolls an ultralight out of the unit and flies off. Another one, less bizarre and more horrifying. Recovered footage of a parking structure collapsing into an occupied shopping center food court to assist with recovering hopefully living victims. Not a security person, but we witnessed
Child!
this man squeeze his butt cheeks against the main door of our office building and defecate the most foul layer of it ever. Old boss that ran a pizza restaurant got tired of people not doing their jobs. While on the road with him to pick up new prep tables and such, he had me check the cameras to make sure everyone clocked in was working.
I'm going crazy here, dude.
Mint after mint for like 5 minutes. One girl in the back just dead face staring at her phone. Last one, a dude in the back mock dancing to a Fergie music video. Called up the store, told them to stop
Brand new
sucking
part.
mints and get back to work.
Told that baby like I told my 2004 Ford Ranger. Real.
For a restaurant kitchen. Got the stink eye from one of them, but the other two thought it was hilarious since they got to catch Fergie boy mid-dance. Did loss prevention at Walmart a few years ago. Still have some videos saved to my phone. But I literally watched Grandpa get hit by a white Ram truck on
That's rough, buddy.
on the camera in the parking lot. Almost a decade ago.
How long until this fucking video is over? How long does he talk for?
6. Homeless drunk bathrooms and drunken brawls. Hand down best security moment, not camera. Goes to a young cop detaining a suspicious character we called in. The character was a homeless woman. Thought it was a man on footage. Trying to nestle in between some hedges. Thought it might be bad, so we called it in. Turns out Saish was setting up her bed for the night. Cop initially got scared itless cause she had been away relieving herself when she surprised him checking out her stuff. He ended up taking her to a Fiesta house ran by those not too far away from her status, and getting her set up at a janitor's for the location I was securing within a week. My GF isn't security but was doing footage from her workplace. She has an older lady co-worker who I always hear about doing crazy it. Anyways, she sent me a video of footage of this lady walking into the stockroom with trash bags. She apparently was tired and wanted to take a nap. She put one trash bag over her legs and the other over her head and laid down on the stockroom floor and took a 30-minute
Let's see.
nap. When confronted about why she put a trash bag over her legs and head, she said it was so that she
I don't know,
wouldn't get
microtransactions.
craziness.
Um,
Family friend that had a huge
dude, that's
house
I'm playing the
and a house
microtransaction game.
They just wanted me to feed their dogs, fish, and cut the grass once or twice and generally make it look like someone was home. The first night they asked me to stay over at their home for the night because the house across the street was going to have a big party. So they made me watch the outside, patio, garage and other cameras. I had brought my laptop and was playing Gary's Mod while glancing every
Gary's
so often.
Mod.
A bright light from the pool cam catches my attention and it's two sorority girls with sparklers making out on the deck. Seriously, what?
I don't know what to add. I need more dopamine now. Okay, okay.
Yelled the girls away. They were giggling drunkly and I didn't see anything else for the rest of the time. Edit. To the people who keep insisting I should have ducked the sorority girls. No. Here's why. 1. They were drunk and therefore couldn't consent properly. 2. Everything was on camera and it was a busy street, increasing the chance that one of the neighbors would tell the homeowner. 3. My mind is not as focused on sex as you might think. Just because I'm an angsty and horny teenager doesn't mean I don't have standards. 4.
Sorry, let's turn that off.
Been an issue. 5. Pregnancy would have been likely. If I had been caught, the girls would have been arrested for statutory rape, as I was under the age of consent. 6.
All right, buddy,
If
calm
caught,
down.
I would lose face with my parents and the homeowner, meaning I
Is that water music?
So please, duck off. My time to shine. I am a security monitor for a tech company. We
He
monitor
gets it.
alarms and cameras for our buildings across the whole globe. Here's a few that stand out to me. Panic alarm received from
Oh, brand new
Shanghai.
part.
Upon launching
Chill.
footage, I can see a group of people on one side of a glass door and on the other side. Some dude trying to light something with a lighter. They're all holding the door shut to prevent this guy from gaining access. Eventually, one of our security guards goes through the door and gets
Oh
in.
my god, it's
At
Doctor.
this point, he was stabbed twice by this guy. He managed to apprehend the dude anyway. The assailant had just gotten fired and was looking for revenge. Several door alarms somewhere in San Francisco. Some naked guy somehow managed to get into the building and was rolling around on the floor, hitting everywhere. Notified of a vehicle accident. Rolled back the footage to watch a guy on a motorcycle
Bad call.
get run over by a bus and die. It's the 4th of July. Door alarm received in Iowa somewhere. Notice that there's authorized personnel in the area. No big deal.
All right.
Sometimes these happen if the door wasn't opened smoothly. Let's roll back the footage. And yeah, there's the receptionist getting nailed by some guy on the desk. Took him about 2 minutes. I've seen all sorts of stuff. Dude's vape exploded in his hand. Girl jumped off a balcony and died. Flatbeds. Guy got severely injured when his left door shattered as he opened
Well, what the
it. The world's
I'm in the madhouse, dude.
I've got 2 decent ones. This is at our backup data center in the suburbs in a commercial office park. Dead quiet, no one is ever there. Cops mostly chill in the parking lot to sleep basically. During lunch this one guy parks in back and starts eating his lunch. Then the door opens. He runs in back of the truck. Runs back to the door to grab the bag from his lunch.
I'm going a little crazy
And lets
from
loose the
listening to
door
all this
diarrhea.
shit.
It just explodes in the middle of the parking lot. There was no way those pants remained unscathed. Then he wipes his ass with his lunch bag. What lunch did you have, you might ask? It was from Portillo's. Personally, I love Portillo's. That bag did not deserve
My
that
eyes feel so
favorite
blessed.
review.
I want to
This was
thank you for
amazing
this.
video and captivated
You're
the
welcome.
entire IT staff of like 50 for at least an hour of the run.
Not all heroes wear
Another
capes,
time,
but I do.
We hired a cleaning service to clean that same office. Dude shows up in a really itty car, like 18 years old. Hops in back. He then pulls out a giant.
How do I give money?
goes to town for about 10 minutes.
You don't.
We're watching this and laughing, and we call up our man on site and when this kid comes inside to work. We ask our employee, hey, what's he smell like? So we called up the phone and sent him. It's a small business. Our guy knows the owner actually. So we're listening to this one side of the conversation. It goes like this. Hey Bob. So the cleaning guy showed up. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
here. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you know this guy really well? OHH. He's your son? Well, this is awkward. The top 2 incidents at my job were 1. A couple of drunk idiots trying to steal the parking lot barrier. 2. A cat and a fox circling each other until a squirrel ran past and then they both chased after the squirrel. These events occurred at a grocery store with a gas station. 2 separate instances of people pooping in the floor. The first lady left a trail to the bathroom and her son stepped in it, in flip-flops. Second was an old man let a turd slip down the leg of his pants in the exit doorway. One of our employees slid in it. Luckily she did not fall. My favorite incident was a lady complaining there was ice at the gas station that caused her to slip and she
Oh, hey,
wanted
Doc.
to sue blah blah blah. So I pull up the footage, ends up she tried to step over the gas hose while he was connected to her car and tripped and fell. Icing on the cake, she knocked her head off of her own car. After being shown the footage, she decided to drop the issue.
I think the video's over.
Alright, this cave that I decided to make the base in is
What the fuck?
and I still haven't even gotten to explore the whole thing. So I'm gonna be doing that today, doing some mining while we read some Reddit stories. Thanks
Oh,
for-
ain't no way he's playing Minecraft with Reddit. Oh my lord.
Am I overreacting to my girlfriend going to her ex's birthday party without?
Well, this is what we're listening to now.
I'm a 29-year-old male, and I've been dating my girlfriend, Lena, 27, female, for about 10 months. Things have been great overall. she's funny, smart, independent, and we've talked about maybe moving in together.
That's nice.
No major issues until this weekend. So here's what happened. On Saturday, Lena told me that she was going out with a few friends from college. Cool, no problem. I had plans.
Packet lost, that's okay.
But the next day, I saw a photo on one of her friend's Instagram stories with the caption that said, "Happy birthday, Jason." I recognized Jason. He's her ex. The one she dated for about 3 years and broke up with about a year before we met. They were pretty serious from what I've gathered. I've never made a big deal about it because she always told me that they were on decent terms, but not really close.
You're already down?
Later that night. Hey,
Oh wait, not you. Never mind.
She looked a little surprised and said yeah, but quickly followed up with, it wasn't a big deal, it was a group thing, and I didn't think it mattered. I didn't raise my voice or accuse her of anything. I just said I wished she'd mentioned it beforehand. She got kind of defensive and said I was making something out of nothing, and that it's not like she was hiding it. But she kind of did hide it. I mean, I don't want to be controlling, and I know people stay friends with their exes, but the fact that she didn't even mention it just feels awful. I'm not accusing her of cheating or anything, but I can't shake the feeling that she intentionally kept this vague so I wouldn't ask questions. She said she didn't take care, but the whole thing just makes me feel kind of excited. Am I overreacting? I don't really think this guy's overreacting here. It's definitely
Bad call by me.
she didn't do anything like necessarily like egregious or a relationship ending. But it's nice to like if you're gonna go to
Okay, dude.
your first birthday party, you should probably let your partner know that. That's something that I would maybe want to know. I'm definitely not someone that believes that you need to know where your partner is at all times in a relationship. You should absolutely like have trust in your partner in that way. But this is one of those things that you might want to let your partner know. Otherwise, it's going to seem like you're omitting the truth or hiding things. There's some few days in this story, so
He thinks I'm gonna drop it?
really quick.
He's stupid.
Let's take this guy with us too.
Very nice.
Alright, here's the update from the same day, but just 8 hours later. Thanks again to everyone who responded. A few comments really stuck with me, especially when it turned out it's not necessarily about where she went, but it's about how she handled it. I ended up bringing it up when she came over this evening. Nothing dramatic. I just said I'd been thinking about it, and that it bothered me, not even the party itself, but the fact that she didn't mention it. She didn't seem surprised that I brought it up. There was a bit of an eye roll at first, but she didn't push back much. Mostly quiet. The energy in the room.
Doctor, come on, buddy.
She said something vague about not wanting it to be a thing. Not much of an apology. More like trying
These
to
Reddit stories are so ass, dude. I swear to God.
That's what I'm going to do in my own way. Afterward, we just kind of moved around each other for the rest of the evening. She left very quickly after that, and right now I'm reading the comments on my original post. I'm not sure where I land on all this. Nothing exploded, but it also didn't feel resolved. She didn't seem interested in understanding why it bothered me, just in making sure that it didn't mess with the vibe. It's not a breakup level thing, not yet, but it does feel like something has shifted in our relationship. That's all for now, just figured I'd follow up. Thanks again. There's a bunch of comments underneath that update that are like, break up, break up, break up. She's manipulating you, break up. I don't necessarily disagree. I think, you know, maybe it's not a breakup thing for me. I agree with him.
What?
I think she's definitely not appreciating his perspective very much, or giving him much empathy at all. But let's go ahead and the last update here.
Oh, hey, Doc.
10 days later. Okay, here's the last update. Figured I'd give one last update, even though things really didn't go the way I
Bad play running this way.
It's been about 10 days since I left. Things between me and Lena have really never got back to normal after that night. We had a few awkward conversations in the days after. Nothing explosive. But I could tell there was tension. She kept saying I was overthinking it.
Fake palette.
It wasn't that deep. But the way she avoided the topic or brushed it off made me feel worse. The whole situation stuck with me more than I'd expected. It wasn't even about the party itself anymore. It was how she handled it. It became pretty clear that we look at communication and relationships really differently. I felt like I couldn't fully trust her to be upfront, and once that feeling crept in, it was hard to shake. We ended up having a more serious talk this past weekend. She admitted
Is this a fake palette up here? Figure it out.
which kind of confirmed the whole feeling for me. I don't really want to be with someone who feels
Well, I figured out it's a real palette.
we didn't fight. It was more of a mutual, quiet decision. I
Leon, what are you doing in the fucking basement? Go fucking. Oh wait, I have that perk.
It sucks, obviously, and I didn't want it to go this way. But in hindsight, that uneasy feeling never really was.
This is solo cute, dude. I'm looping the doctor for 8 million years while Leon fucking jerks himself off in the basement, dude.
And I mean, I think like Lena's right to a certain extent.
Okay, Doc.
It shouldn't be that big a deal what she did.
If you're sure.
That she wasn't. It's the fact that she was trying to hide where she was going in the first place that I think would bother me too. But this poster absolutely did the right thing for that person. She didn't have to
He probably has discordance or some shit.
It's lying by omission, but it's still lying. He should be with someone that he feels like he can trust. And when you feel like you can't trust someone, that's not great. Okay, I'm clearly out of things to say about this, so let's move on to the next story here. Okay, here's the next story. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor to grow up, get a life, and get the fuck over the fact that I painted my house a color he doesn't like? Okay, here's the story. I bought a house in a community without an HOA. I wanted my home to be my home, and I didn't think it look the way that I want. I also chose a neighborhood that already has fun, colorful houses instead of just plain urban. I finally got to the point where I could repaint my house.
Oh hey, Doc. I didn't see you there.
Color with sage blue and soft dark pink accents. My neighbor Paul fucking hates it and has been complaining since we started the project. He also made his opinion.
Leon's about to go down.
Lots of wildflowers and sunflowers, fun garden flags, a little free library, etc. Each and every time, I've told him that I don't care.
Put some modded Plants vs. Zombies at the top, dude.
Be happier in an
That's so real.
that has control over everything and forces people to have their own personal home. Paul got angry when I suggested that and said that he's lived in his home for over 15 years and shouldn't have to move. I told him, okay, well, you have to learn how to live with a little color. Last weekend, I was putting in pavers that my niece and I had painted together. They're all things like ladybugs, turtles, birds, etc. in fun colors. I adore them, and my niece is so excited she gets to be a part of my home. Paul came over to me yet again, saying it was all an eyesore, and my niece was there, so I just told him, it's time for you to grow up and get over what I'm doing. He got even pissier and told me that I have no right to talk to him this way. I told him that he has so much free time to bitch and moan about.
Oh, he want me.
Maybe he should get a home. He started off calling me a nasty piece of work.
Sorry, Doc.
My niece was cracking up on the side. For the record, no one in my family is upset.
Oh, hey
I
there.
really don't care about cursing. I know some people clutch their pearls over it around kids. She's 15, but I'm sure she says worse. Anyway, one of the other neighbors came to tell me that he's been flapping his yap about how disrespectful I am to talk to him like that. She told me she knows he's a pain, but he has been in the neighborhood for years, and it's worth being nice to him. I don't know. Is telling him to get a life that big a deal? Am I the asshole? Definitely not the asshole.
Okay.
You buy a property, especially not in a community with an HOA, you can do whatever you want. This neighbor has no authority to tell anybody what they should be doing. It sucks. You don't get to pick your neighbors.
Thank you.
Your neighbors are just annoying or bad. Sometimes I think I am the bad neighbor in my neighborhood. The other night, we got the cops called on us.
I want him to want me. He's gonna want me like Plankton want the formula.
So that's understandable. My neighbors would be right to be upset with this. But you know, I'm correct.
This is probably a misplay.
I'm not gonna do another karaoke. I don't know if you have.
I don't think I should have left that loop.
Alright, well anyways, let's go to the next one.
Alas, here I am.
This is the first Iron Den that I've found in this world, which is crazy. But considering I don't have a farm yet, I'm like pretty stoked.
He gave up.
Another one here. I think my girlfriend has been trying to get me fired.
Why are my teammates not doing gens, dude?
I'm male, 24 years old, and I've been with my girlfriend, female, 29. Let's
Why have they never heard of a generator before, dude? I was in chase for 20 fucking minutes.
all sorts of job stints. Sometimes two at a time. I did this to expand my resume and gather job experience. I worked in cafes, bookstores, libraries.
It was worth it.
As an English tutor. Most of these jobs jobs lasted
Yes.
about 3 to 5 months. My
Hello,
short
Doc.
stint
Oh wait, he wants to slug now.
My longest was about 8 months. But since I didn't have a hard time applying for new positions, I tried to block it out, though it was kind of eating me up internally. People called to complain about me. People left bad reviews about me. People used my
He'll never expect me to crawl this way towards him.
sketchy things on the internet under my name. Former employees called to inform the business about me, right name and all, and much, much more subtle stuff that I couldn't disprove. But I was too anxious to do anything about it. I just told my girlfriend, she comforted me, she supported me every time I got my life ruined by these people. But I kept getting new jobs, and they kept finding me. Fast forward to this week, I currently hold a part-time position at a bakery. I've been working there for 2 months and a half. It's going okay, but my manager approached me about something regarding our Google review. Someone was complaining about an employee, and their description of them could only really fit me. It was on a day where we were pretty short-staffed, so I could have been the only person in the store that day. Anyway, the review contained some pretty elaborate and nasty comments about me. This has happened on 1 or 2 of my jobs already. I told my manager that it was all pretty bogus and that someone had a vendetta against me, as has happened before. She believed me and told me she'll dismiss the comment. On my break, I checked out the review.
That's not how that works, Doc.
Their username was kind of stupid. I'm not going to type it out here since I still work there, but I'll just call them Mick Myrtle.
Yes! Hook me!
Range of sounds, but it sounds a little bit fake, but not really. Anyway, I went home and didn't tell Janice about it. She's heard it all before, and I didn't see the point in complaining about another time where I almost lost my life.
Big smart doctor man.
Her phone's on the table, and suddenly she gets a notification or an email from Google. I don't remember what it said exactly, but the pop-up read something along the lines of Big Murray, manager.
He's just gonna wait.
My heart dropped. I've been trying to remember since, but it just fits the picture of the bad.
Come on, slippery meat. Slippery meat has failed me. We are abandoning. Oh wait, I'm dead.
For an explanation, this literally can't be. The only thing keeping me sane is I don't know what to do. This is already kind of insane. So
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Stop all the stimulus.
that kind of thing bothers you.
Stop. Oh, my ears. Ugh, just the game. Turn them off. Take away Ouija. No more. Iridescent King and Restraint. No more dopamine. I'm done playing. You're done.